Hi everyone! I am going to make a quick infographic tutorial on how to make a infographic on Google Slides. And I am using a template from Google Slide Themes, which is really slidemodel.com, because why reinvent the wheel? They have all these really great options to pick from. And I will be picking 3 that will work for our research purposes, but I'll also link this so you can pick something that maybe fits better in your opinion. So using Google Slides, pick something that fits what you would like to do. I'm going to just make a title. Every infographic needs to have a title. This one is how to make an infographic. And spell it correctly. So the next question is, what is an infographic? An infographic is a way of sharing information using words and images. Typically, much better, sorry. Typically you see these a lot on websites like BuzzFeed, or you see them in online magazines, or you might see them in real print magazines or posters around the school or around your office. And really, they're just a way of sharing information in a more interesting way. Now, your infographic might be more or less detailed depending on how much information you need to share. And that's when you have to make some editorial choices about how many words you want to use, the types of images you include, and how detailed you really want to get. So just to make an infographic, I came up with some really quick steps because I want to help you out. So the first thing you want to do is research. And this means that you need to find reliable sources and take notes on the topic. Citing your source is in APA format. And that's kind of big. So right away I see, I use too many words. So maybe I could just abbreviate that. Another thing I want to do is I want to make this stand out more. So maybe I need to go up here and change the font. And maybe Caesar dressing is not the best font to use. So maybe I need to go back and pick something that's bold but isn't as distracting. So another step of creating a really cool infographic is the graphic part. Although this is great, it doesn't quite fit research. Stick figure with a tie, goodbye. So we're going to go to Insert, we're going to go to Image, and we're going to search the web. Could be risky, but we're going to try Research Clip Art. And I want something that's black and white. Ooh, do I go with the nerd and glasses or the microscope? Ooh, I'm going to err on the side of simplicity, even though I do love that one. And it's going to be huge. Where are you? And we'll just shrink that down a lot. And we will move it. That looks good. The next step of creating your infographic is the pre-writing. And what I mean by that is you need to create a draft of what information you want to share about your topic. And of course, I'm going to go back and use April Fatface. I also just like the name. And I'm going to find a new image. So I go back to Insert, I go to Image, I'm going to search the web, I'm going to do Writing, Clip Art. I want something in black and white, something simple. It's going to be huge. Take a deep breath, resize it. Move it into the circle. Maybe a little less. All right. The next step of creating your infographic is to select the appropriate tool. I'm kind of doing this on the fly, so I had already picked my tool because I spent some time researching. But for you, you might decide that you want to use Google Slides or explore a app like Canva or Pictochart or Venngage, or use Keynote or Adobe Spark, something you're comfortable with. So you need to select and appropriate tool. So either find a template or app or other tool to create your infographic. And that is my cat in the background that has joined us, if you can hear her purr. Now this doesn't really seem like an appropriate image, so I'm going to go back, insert, image, I'm going to search the web, and I'm going to look at the word tool, clip art, maybe there's a toolbox, yeah. I'm a simple girl, but I kind of like this skull and crossbones approach, so we're going to go with that. Woo! A little big. Resize it. A little bit more. A lot more. Good enough. All right, the next step that you need to do is you need to draft. That means that you need to create your infographic using your notes, insert appropriate images. Ooh-wee. And I can tell right away I don't like that. So I'm actually going to just go ahead and take that text box and make it a little bigger. No one will really be able to tell. Change the draft to April Fatface, one of the favorite names. And that doesn't really look like drafting. I want something like work, because it's a little bit of work to learn how to do this. So we'll go to search the web. And I definitely don't want a trash can. Okay, I might come back to that for, that needs to be proofreading. But we'll come back to that. Black and white. Hi, there we go. Too big. Just right. Boom. Okay. The last step of creating your infographic is to proofread and share, because nobody is worse at proofreading than me. So I always include sharing with proofreading because I need somebody else's opinion. So at this point, review your work, consider word choice, colors, images, scale, like the size. And I actually kind of like that, so I'm going to leave it. I wish it was in black though, so I might actually search image. What would come up if we did proofread, clip art? Life's short, let's see. Bye-bye, that's right. Let's go back to work. Nope, clip art. Not in love with my choices, so I'm going to leave this for now, because you do want to get feedback from people. So this is how you would make an infographic with a template on Google Slides.